Hello, everybody. Good evening. Rose here. Tonight, I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's live stream called Marhaba. I believe that's how you pronounce it. If I pronounced it wrong, forgive me. But she did a short live stream called Marhaba, and she talked about various things. You guys know how Chantal is. She tends to ramble. No one certain topic for her live stream. It's just whatever she can use to fill up an hour to make money from Google AdSense. So she rambled. So I've got thoughts on her rambling. So let me just go ahead and share the screen because I've got stuff that I would like to show you. Make sure to share the audio so I don't forget that part. That's important. Okay, so before we get to the live stream, let me just go ahead and pull up Twitter. You guys know I love Twitter. Since Foodie Beauty likes to turn off her comments, and I used to love going into her comments and reacting to comments, but she shut that down. So boo, Chantal. So we're just going to go to Twitter instead. So let's start with something fun. So this is from BNS. So I think the sheep is confused. It thinks it's a dog. Somebody needs to tell the sheep that it's not a dog, but it's cute. It's playing with the dogs. Okay, so let's go on to the Chantal stuff. So this is from Hidden Truth saying, Foodie Beauty, I wonder why Sala isn't with her during their live streams now, and he's not in their vlogs very much either, but they expect people to join their memberships twice for nothing. I agree, isn't that something? So Foodie Beauty has the memberships on her main channel, and then she and Sala have the Sala and Chantal channel, but yet, although his name is on the channel, he's not going to do live streams with her, and they expect people to pay another membership. You know what? If I were someone and I was a VIB and into Chantal, I would be holding back on the membership thing because who knows how long this union is going to last. It might end the moment she goes back home to Canada, and if it does, then that means she probably won't be doing much on the Sala and Chantal channel, is she? No, she's going to be focused on her main channel. So, what is the point of paying two memberships if you're not for sure going to know if the person that you're paying for is going to be part of the live stream? It's one of those wait and see situations. It just Chantal's a narcissist, though. She loves attention. Having just one YouTube channel with lots of people is not enough for her. She wants to have two or three or four. So, yeah, I'm sure she's very happy to take over the Sala and Chantal channel. So, here's the next clip from Hidden Truth also saying, Foodie Beauty, why would you see a single guy like Sala's age have a mansion? She said. Why did she say single guy like Sala if Sala is your husband? Yeah, very curious. Why would you refer to Sala as a single guy if he's now newly married to you? Let's listen to the clip.
I mean, I don't. Why would like a single guy like Salah's age have a mansion? Like, I don't understand people's criticism at all. you know. I mean, I don't. Why would like a single guy like Salah's age have a mansion? Like, I don't understand people's criticism at all.
So, you guys are supposed to be married, and yet you're referring to him as a single man. Isn't that curious? Because every married woman that I've ever talked to, if they're married to someone, they refer to their husband as their husband. And they talk about their husbands and say, yes, we are married. He's a married man. Why call a married man single? Very curious indeed, Chantal. Was that a slip? Or you like forgetting the plot line there for a second? Curious minds want to know. Okay, this is also from Hidden Truth saying, since she thinks she's a star, you can think of reaction channels are like paparazzi. She needs the paparazzi to keep her relevant as much as they need her. It's equal. Without the paparazzi, what coverage will she get? None. No one cares beyond her drama. That is absolutely true. You know, that is absolutely true. Those of us that are reactors, in a way, we're like reporters. We're keeping up with all the foodie beauty news and giving it to the people who are interested. But without the paparazzi, what's the sense of being a star, Chantal? You want people taking your picture. You want to be in the bright lights. You can't do that without the paparazzi. Am I correct? So instead of getting mad at the reaction channels and raging about us in your community posts and coming into our comments sections and being nasty, how about just cool it, and understand that it's a symbiotic relationship. One hand washes the other. Okay. So let's move on. Oh, this is the tweet that she made saying, I just realized I am giving these irrelevant people too much of my precious attention. Ew. I'm the star, not them. I'll be live later. Well, I wouldn't exactly refer to you as a star, Chantal. And I say that because when I think of a star, I think of someone that they can go anywhere in the world and someone could say their name and everybody would know who that person was talking about, like Greta Garbo or Clark Gable or Marilyn Monroe. You are not those people. You are not known worldwide. You could walk out on the street and you're not going to get mobbed by adoring fans. You're not a star. You're just somebody on YouTube with a sizable channel. But beyond YouTube, nobody knows about you and nobody cares. That's just the truth. That's not me being rude. That's just me being truthful. Okay, so this is from Hidden Truths. Foodie Beauty looks disappointed when someone mentioned Pete's doing better than she is since she's been gone, except he has been. Yeah, and I've been hearing around the way about Pete's. He's taking care of the cats. He's taking out the garbage. He's breaking down Box Mountain. And I'll say it once again. Bravo, Pete's. Bravo. Bravo, sir. I hope that you keep that up, but I just have a very sad, sinking feeling that you won't. That once she comes back and she starts paying for everything and getting the takeout for you, you're going to be pretty much holed up in your room. And can I just say this as kind of an introverted person who used to be really, really introverted? I think I know why you stay in your room, because you don't like foodie. In your room is your comfortable place. You feel safe in there, don't you? This is not me ragging on you. This is just an observation from one introvert to another. You stay in your room because it's comfortable there and nobody bothers you. And foodie is just a ball of chaotic energy, and that's your way of getting away from it. So now that she's not in the house, isn't it interesting that you're coming out of your room and doing things? I hope that you're enjoying the freedom that you're getting and you hold on to it, that you like it so much, you say, you know what, I want to keep this going, but only time will tell. So, what else do we have here? Let's see. Well, what was the clip? I didn't play the clip. Sorry.
About you there. You know what, Brooke? Yeah, he is because he's forced to do things for himself now, which is good for everybody. Me too. I'm living a completely different existence here, but it's like helping my growth. Sala's helping my growth. Me being away from home where Pete and I would enable each other with laziness, helping his growth. So yeah, you're right, Brooke. Very observant of you.
She said something there that was absolutely true. Something that I've said and other people have said. Her and Pete, they back each other up in really, really bad ways. They're both too codependent on each other, and they've gotten way too comfortable in that codependency. Like he had more independence before he moved in with Foodie. He had a job, he had his own money, and then he just got too comfortable around Chantal and too comfortable with the feeling, oh, I'm living here and she's paying the bills and she's paying the rent and I don't have to worry so much about paying the bills and the rent because she's doing it. He just got too doggone comfortable and he just forgot about how to be independent. He wasn't interested in it. And Chantal likes to have control over people. So she's like, yeah, I got control over him and I'm happy with that. So yeah, I'll take care of him. And so they just became each other's toxic crutch. And now that she's not been there, Pete's is having to relearn doing things for himself, and he needs to remember. He doesn't really need to forget. So if Foodie is disappointed that he's independent, well, every person needs to grow in life. If you're a person out there, you never should stop growing. No matter how old you are, you should never stop growing inside, outside, looking for anything and everything that makes you happy. You become unhappy when you stop growing, when you just stop moving. So Foodie is saying, "Oh, I've experienced so many things over here and I'm experiencing growth." No, ma'am, you really haven't. You're not growing over there. We've been watching you. You've been showing us your videos. There's no growth happening. You get annoyed at Sala for leaving you alone. We saw that when you were out there in the desert camping. He left you alone, and you were so angry that you were clenching your teeth as you spoke. You are not a happy person in Kuwait. I'm sorry. No, no, you're not. And we're all waiting to see what's going to happen when you come home. Because since you've been in Kuwait, you've shown absolutely no growth and no self control over your eating. So if you can't control your eating while you're in Kuwait, what's going to happen when you get back to Canada? As I've said, you're going to have the mother of all binges, not because I'm wishing it upon you, just because that's the path that you're on and you just don't know how to stop yourself. That's just facts. So, next clip also from Hidden Truth saying, she has diabetes. What does she mean she would rather have diabetes? Did she not tell Sala all of her health problems she has? I don't think she did. I don't think that Sala knows even half of what he should know. I don't know what Foodie has told him, but knowing Foodie, she's minimized everything and said, oh, the haters are just saying that. They're lying to you. But you know what, guys? If this whole deal is fake, and I believe it is, does he really have to care so much? I mean, if this whole thing is just an act, if he's just kind of a paid actor in this whole Foodie beauty play, and if she's got health problems, is he really going to care? Does he really need to care? No, because he's getting paid for a part, and then once his part is up, he's going to walk off stage and like cash the check. So like if this were a real relationship, I would say yes, Foodie, you need to tell your partner about your health problems. They need to know. But since it's fake, he really doesn't need to know. He's just here to get paid and get promoted or whatever. Okay, this is just a side issue. This is not about Chantal, but I'm going to include this anyway. This is about Amberlyn Reed. This is from Mo Translates saying it's clickbait. She is not getting weight loss surgery. She says she wants to in 2023. She is 510.8 pounds, and tomorrow is day one of Weight Watchers. Oh, it looks like I'm going to be reacting to this video. Yeah, because I already got a lot to say, but I'll say this in preview of that. Amberlyn Reed cannot get weight loss surgery. She cannot because of her eating problem. If you have an active, raging ED, you're a binge eater, you cannot and should not get weight loss surgery because you've still got that problem going on in your head that has to be dealt with first. Weight loss surgery is very risky. There's a lot of steps you have to take in order to get weight loss surgery, including showing the doctors weight loss, including being on a liquid diet for 2 weeks because you can't have anything solid in your system when you go through the surgery. Your health has to be pretty good, so nothing will happen to you while you're on the table. But 2 weeks of liquid before you get the surgery, could you do it, Amber? I don't think you could. Because if you try to get the surgery while you've got your ED, you know what's going to happen. You're going to get the surgery. And then because you've got that active, raging eating problem, you're going to want to binge eat. And if your stomach has been stapled or fixed in some way, you won't be able to binge. And all you're going to do is make yourself vomit over and over again. That's why the eating problem has to be addressed first. You need to work on the mind before you even consider the body. And you recently confessed that you were overeating and binge eating. Girl, you're not ready. You're not ready. Fix your head. Fix what's going on in your head. Fix whatever issues that are triggering you to eat before you think about going under the knife. That's just my point of view. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, another one. Uh, Malarkey Meeker, this is also about Amberlyn Reed saying, I'll save you the time on ALL's vlog. I'm getting weight loss surgery. She's not. She only just applied for new insurance that, if she gets, might cover the surgery if the doctor approves her. She's also up to 511 pounds. That's it. You're welcome. Well, thank you, Malarkey. Because I must say, Amber is, she's a bit boring to listen to. She's a bit boring. So, Amber, you just applied for the insurance. You think as soon as you apply for the insurance, you're going to get that surgery? Oh, no, 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 that's not how it works. That's not how it works. I don't think weight loss surgery would be considered like necessary surgery. I'm not sure. But again, fix what's going on in your head before you even consider the body. Okay. Oh, here's another clip about Chantal from Hidden Truths. Foodie Beauty, she said she learned a lot of peace in the Middle East, but continues to rage at reaction channels right after she says these things. She went into Natter's live stream telling Dee Dee she can take back Natter whenever she wanted if she was there. What peace? Yeah. Oh, she's learned peace in the Middle East. A piece of cake, a piece of pizza, a piece of a potato chip, that kind of peace. That's what she meant. I understand now. Oh, this is cute. This is from Yog. Look. Look. Oh, look at the puppers pointing the puppers. Yo, kitty. All right. That's enough of the cute stuff. Let's get into the actual live stream. Let's see how much of this we can cover today. All right, let's do this.
One is like connected. I had to rip it a bit to fit, but oh my goodness. Okay, Black's Chaos, Lisa P, Norma Jean, Gemini Gem. It's 3:34 here in the morning. I think it's roughly that time too. Maggie, Alan, Monica, Caroline, welcome.
You know, Chantal, why are you doing a live stream at 3:34 in the morning? Shouldn't you be getting your rest? You've been telling us that you've been changing your life for the better. Wouldn't that include getting a proper night's sleep? If you're up at 3:34 in the morning doing a live stream, it doesn't sound like you're getting much sleep.
Welcome to Very Important Pieces. Ready, set.
And by the way, just so you know, Chantal, for anyone out there interested, if you're someone and you are trying to lose weight, or perhaps you got a problem with food, one of the biggest things is you need to get your rest. Because if you don't get your rest and you're tired, what happens the next morning? What do you crave? Say it with me, y'all. Carbs. You're craving the carbs. You're going for those sweets. You're going for the donuts. Why? Because your body's tired. And your body, carbs are its fuel. So it's craving the sweet things. You will eat sweets. You'll be craving sugar like nobody's business just because you're so tired. If you have a problem with food, or if you're trying to lose weight, get your sleep. Because if you're tired, your body will produce more of cortisol, which is the fat hormone, by the way. That also will make you gain weight. So you're up at 3:34 in the morning, Foodie. How is that helping your health?
Please. Hey, Carolyn. Rebbe, K Bella. It's so nice to see you guys. I missed you. For sure. Basic, basic. I loved your camping video. Why did you delete the part about the oil fields?
Yeah, so that part. So basic just said, Chantal, loved your camping video. Why did you delete the part about the oil fields? It was interesting because it was illegal. That's why she deleted it, because it was illegal. She could get in jail for something like that. She could go to jail for that because you can't do that. You cannot film the oil fields there. She's in Kuwait. She's got to be very careful about showing people and showing places, oil fields included. She had to take that out because it's illegal to show the oil fields. The smartest thing she could do is come back home to Canada because she's too reckless over there. She's way too reckless, pointing her camera here and there, showing people, showing locations. She doesn't care about the laws. She's not reading up on anything. She's going to get herself in serious trouble. She needs to come home to Canada before she does land herself in jail.
Well, we have to be careful here. It's not Canada, you know. I'm not too sure about certain things, so
Yeah, but you know what? You could have read up on it before you went over there, and you've got nothing else to do except stare at your phone all day rather than go on the reaction channels and keep an eye on them like some sort of warden. What you should be doing is doing searches on filming and what is allowed to be filmed in Kuwait. That's what you should be doing, not playing babysitter to all the reaction channels.
just to be safe. But I didn't get in trouble or anything. But hi, Piss and Vinegar. Hey, Rebbe.
Not yet.
Um, I did look on YouTube. I seen some other people just like driving by oil fields and filming. So, but just to be safe, yeah. Um, you know, it's not like we were going in and filming, but it was like from a distance. But still, don't want problems. So, okay, I'm like excited to have um, this dessert. I'll show you guys. No, Lynn, we don't talk about these people, so or even go look at what they're doing.
Yeah, sure. Okay. How many times have we heard that from Chantal? Oh, I'm not paying attention to the reaction channels. I don't care what they're doing. Yes, she does. She's nosy. Our Chantal is nosy. Y'all, she's nosy. She can't help herself. She's a narcissist. Narcissists, especially Chantal, love attention and they want to know that everybody's paying attention to them. So she won't be able to help herself. She's going to go on Natter's channel. She's going to check out FFG or me or whoever, some else. She's all over the place. She's checking out Kaya. She's checking out Gary. She's checking out everybody. She can't help herself. What else does she have to do in Kuwait? She's not really going anywhere exciting and spending all day there. What else does she have to do? She gets bored, she gets on her phone, and she gets nosy.
Lacey Lou, am I missing the snow? Absolutely not. People send me videos of snow every day. I'm like, look what you're missing. Not missing. Hi, Brittany. Does my PayPal still work? Monica, yeah, it does. But you don't have to send me anything. Anything.
You don't have to send me anything, but I would prefer that you do because YouTube takes 30% of whatever I make. So go ahead and send it through PayPal. That's what she means.
You're so nice. So I have some tea, some cardamom tea, cardamom black tea. Oh, that smells good. It's just Lipton. I don't make it. Crispy buns. Welcome to Very Important Bees. Ready, set, bees. Your face looks like it slimmed down. Well, right now it looks bloated, but I had a lot of sodium today.
You got a lot of sodium every day. And if you were smart, you cut that out because you're in the desert. That is dry desert heat. And I know what that's like because I used to live in California. I used to live in Florida. That's my home. That is tropical heat, which is anybody that's lived in Florida, tropical heat is basically humid, humidity. Humidity sucks. You feel like you're in a sauna all the time. But desert heat is different. It dries you out. it dries you out. And Chantal is in Kuwait, and I can't even imagine how hot it is. And she's from Canada. She's from a colder climate, and she went from a colder climate to a desert climate like instantly. And then she's on top of that, she's eating salty foods. How stupid are you, Chantal?
Even my ring is, look at the marks. Usually it's not like that. And the heat,
Are you kidding me? That ring has been too small since the day you put it on. I don't know what possessed you to buy a ring that was 3 sizes too small, but you did. You should get it resized. It looks awful.
I walked, I did a lot of walking tonight actually just to, I had to buy a face wash. Mimi, welcome to Very Important Beasters, Ready, Set, Beast. I bought a big thing. Does anyone use Bioderma? It's super expensive, but um, I don't know. I need a face wash, but does anyone use it? Like, I don't know. I heard it's really good. Um, there's no snow in Ottawa. Really? Cardamom is like, how do I explain it? Almost like nutmeg, but a little.
Before I forget, this is a side issue that has nothing to do with Chantal. But I was really happy to learn that one of my favorite channels, The House of Hannibal, he just hit 1K tonight. He's a reaction channel. He reacts to Chantal, he reacts to a few other people, he does gaming content. He just hit 1K tonight, and I was so happy because he honestly deserves it. He's so incredibly funny. So for anybody out there that you're watching my react videos and you like to find the funny reactors, to laugh with, uh, people like Gary Unfiltered, you would love the House of Hannibal. As a matter of fact, I'm going to leave a link for one of his videos in the description if you want to check him out. But if you're looking for somebody to laugh with and to entertain you, please check out the House of Hannibal. Uh, totally recommend. I go over to his channel all the time, and sometimes I'll have his live stream on while I'm gaming, and I'm sitting there cracking up while I'm gaming, and it's just a good time. So back to Chantal.
Different. Like, I don't know. Don't let everyone be affecting you. You have too many people who love and rooting for you. Yeah, I know. And I always like lose track. I have a hard time biting my tongue sometimes, and I get very defensive. So of certain things. But then I have to wonder, like, if why am I letting people who have no impact on my life, like, and who just want to be negative and hurtful, why am I letting them in my head? You know?
Because you have nothing else to do and nothing else to talk about. And although you accuse us of being vultures and thieves, Chantal, you're constantly on the reaction channels looking for ideas for content. And you like to go on the reaction channels and peep and spy because you need reasons to rage. Because in the past, you would get on your channel and rage and make money with your rage. But because you're in Kuwait and because you're around Salah, you can't rage in a live stream right now. The only place you can rage is on your community tab, and that's for free. And I have to say, I love that for you. I love the fact that you're angry. You've been angry the entire time, and you can't make money with your anger. No, no, you got to hold it all in and only let it out on your community tab where you're not making a single dime for it. You've always said that you would never do YouTube for free. Everything you do is geared towards making money. Isn't it lovely that you're mad? And in the past, you could make money with that mad. But right now, all you are is just mad for free. I love that for you. I do.
They don't belong there. You guys belong. That's it. A weight loss update. I have to make some videos for you guys. Like, I have to do a video on cultural differences.
She just, what? So people are asking about a weight loss update and she's talking about cultural differences. She just jumped past that question. You want to know why? Because she's not lost any weight. How can she lose weight? It's not possible. She's been eating all kinds of fatty, carb filled, sugary foods, eating pickled foods that are filled with salt. And if anybody out there, if you've ever eaten something too much sodium, you'll bloat out. So if you're bloated out, if you get on a scale, how can you get a accurate description of your weight? You're bloated. And she's been eating pickled stuff every day.
And everything. Mimi Pondu. Hey, Stank Jordy. Now you want pumpkin pie? They mean nothing. Yes, crispy buns. And I see your nice comment, so thank you for that. But I just basically have to not watch or look at what anyone is saying. Like, you know, I barely check YouTube like today at all. Like, I have to really just not do it.
I have to wonder if the reason why she barely checked YouTube today is because she's in trouble with Sala. Then maybe Sala heard about what she did going into Natter's chat and he's pissed at her. And maybe he told her, look, no going on YouTube and getting wrapped around the reaction channels because you did a naughty no-no. You pulled me on stage with you to be part of the Chantal show. I was on stage with you. We were putting on this act for each other, for the audience. And basically, what you did was you broke character. You walked out into the audience and raised hell and ruined the play. So now you're on punishment. I'm putting you in the timeout corner. You can't go on the reaction channels and bother them for a while. I mean, I wonder if that's what this is.
Um, exactly, Rebe. Because I was doing so good, like just in my personal life, you know. And then when I come on YouTube and I let people get to me and like trigger me, I undo all of that like good feeling of myself, you know. So
Chantal, you're making it sound like the reaction channels are coming into your VIP chat and provoking you. I'm looking at your VIP chat right now. I don't see a single reaction channel in there. And you want to know why? Because we're not going to get in your VIP chat and pay the $5 like other people. No, we're just going to react to you. You're the one that decides to walk outside your door and wander in everybody else's yards. You make that choice. Nobody forces you to. You make yourself mad. But don't sit there and put on that attitude of, I let people get to me. No, you do it to yourself. We're over here doing our videos. If you don't want to watch, you don't have to watch. If we're doing a live stream, you don't have to peek. But you're nosy, like I said. So you do peek and then you get mad and then you blame us for getting mad, although it's your fault.
they want to trigger. You have such better positive things now. Yeah, thank you, Black's Chaos. He went to a place and made a knife out of horseshoe today. What? Weird. I didn't know that you could do that. Is it like a super cool knife? One is perfect. Just you're married now, so stop it. Yeah, I just have to focus on, you know, my life with Sala and just bettering myself. And honestly, bettering myself has been so. Somebody left. I pinned a comment in my our latest couples video. They left such a nice comment, like, and they fully like that one person, like Sala pinned.
Hold it. I want to look at something. Chantal, you're making it sound like the response to you and Sala has been overwhelmingly good. If that's the case, ma'am, why are your comments off? Like you've had the comments off for a while. And I don't know if that's just because you're trying to keep people from saying hateful comments, or if you're afraid that somebody's going to say something about something you did in your past that you don't want Sala to know. Because I got a feeling Sala does not know everything about you. But as I said earlier, if this is just him acting out a part, he really doesn't have to know, does he? You're an actor acting with another actor. You don't have to know all their personal history because you're not really involved. But you're talking about people giving these positive comments where you got the comments off.
pinned it. He's like, you have to pin this because it's like speaks to what we're going through together. Like we like he's so supportive of me and these changes. Like it's just amazing, and it's been really helpful, you know? Just having somebody like keep you grounded when you're not a grounded person. Forging with heat, it was intense. Okay, well, Dolly, I'm about to show you some Syrian desserts. Hawalat al Juban.
See, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. She's a food addict. What is she doing on camera? She's eating. Should she be eating? No. No, because anybody out there, if you've ever been at home and if you do the ritual of sitting down in front of your TV and you sit down with a bag of chips or let's just say a pint of ice cream, next thing you know, the whole doggone thing's gone because you're not keeping track of what you're eating. You're just mindlessly eating. And Chantal she's a mindless eater. She'll just eat and eat and eat. She's not paying attention to what she's eating. She doesn't even taste it anymore because she just shoves it in her mouth. And what has she got here? A whole thing of what is that, bread? If she just wanted a little bit of that, why can't she just take a little bit and put it on a plate and just eat that little bit? Why the whole doggone package?
Juban is a Arabic word for cheese.
What?
Hi, welcome, Dolly. And this is oh, yummy. Mm. It smells like rose water or flowers or something. I don't know how to explain it. It's a really unique taste. Um, it's one of my favorite things. So the last time Sala went and got me a half kilo, and I ate it all. So
And that's exactly why you don't get that much. He got her a half kilo of whatever that is, and she ate it all. That's exactly why you don't do that. Sala, Sala, your wife or your acting wife is a food addict. Why are you bringing food like that in the house? I mean, Chantal is a person and she knows she has got a problem with food. And yet, like I said, she's not trying to stay away from food. She just runs right towards it. So she got this big old package of whatever that is. And you know she's going to eat it all. I just can't with her.
today, he went out and he came back and he said, "I got you something, a kilo of it." So I was like, "Oh my god!" Just it's so weird having some.
So I got a question. What happened to I want you to lose 200 pounds? Now, if your butt is going out and getting all of that for Chantal, knowing she's going to eat it all, how in the world is she going to lose 200 pounds? You bringing her that kind of food, she's going to gain 200 pounds, not lose 200 pounds, you dunce.
Somebody think about you all the time, like to make you happy, you know. Okay, Bella, member for 5 months. Ready, set, rebees. Oh my gosh, thank you. Okay, let's try this. I'll show you what it is. Okay, so this is it's like a dough made out of semolina, I think. Um, and then there's cheese inside, but it's like
Oh, great. Two of the things she does not need, bread and cheese.
a desserty cheese. It's like a sweet, almost like maybe cheesecake filling or something. Oh wow, Brittany Marowitz, do you know I found out today just Beeson made.
You know, I will never forget the live stream that Chantal did with Natter. This was a while ago. I forget the name of it, but I do remember what they ate. They were sitting in his bedroom and they ate a pita pizza. And then Natter had made her some sort of cheesecake like dessert with, I believe it was mangoes on it. And I looked it up later. The entire meal was 10,000 calories. Chantal ate most of the pita pizza and most of the cheesecake dessert. But the one telling thing that I noticed with Chantal, there was like one piece left of the dessert on her plate. And Nader was complaining because he didn't get very much. And all he did was take a little piece of the cheesecake off of her fork. And she freaked out. She took the last piece of the cheesecake and shoved it in her mouth so he couldn't have it. So you don't have a problem with food, Chantal? Yeah, you do. You got food aggression big time. And you've not taken any steps to correct that, so it's going to continue whether Sala is around or not. And something tells me that you're going to be doing a lot of sneak eating behind his back.
A GoFundMe when you lost your channel? Terrible. What? Oh, okay, now I get it. Why am I not surprised? Ready, set, repeat. Thank you. No, we don't. We beezing is our.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to say something to this. Brittany saying, "Do you know I found out today just recently made a GoFundMe when you lost your channel? Terrible." You know what, Brittany? I can counter that with something that Chantal did. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. Did you know that when there was a huge storm in Chantal's area, just a storm, mind you, that Chantal actually had the balls, the audacity, the gall to make a community post asking people to send her money on PayPal. She said that she and Pete and the cats had to go to a motel for the night when there was nothing wrong. They could have stayed at the house. They were perfectly safe. But she made a community post asking people to send her money on PayPal, and people did. And the lights and everything were on hours later. She was fine. So before you go trying to throw shade on Just Reason, I'm bringing that up. This one here, who did a postcard club, never sent a single freaking postcard. She's in Kuwait. Has she sent postcards to anybody? No. Is she going to? No. Even though she promised everybody in the postcard club she was going to go to exotic locations and get postcards and send them out to people. People have paid like 60, 70, 80 bucks for the postcard club. Not a single freaking postcard. Not a single one. So you're trying to point your finger and saying that reactor is she's shady. Look whose chat you're in. This one right here is the shadiest one of all. She's constantly looking for ways to scam money out of people, constantly making pages and forums on different sites to have people sign up for memberships. Hey, let's also bring up her OnlyFans. Let's bring that up. She made an OnlyFans, had it up for 2 days. People signed up. After 2 days, she said, I'm done with it. People got their money back. But then she made another OnlyFans, barely posted any content, but she promoted it and had people sign up for it. Let's also bring up Twitch. She's got a Twitch channel, had people sign up for that. When is the last time Chantal's done any Twitch content? Not very much. That was maybe her sleep stream, and that was a joke. But people are still signed up there. She never told people to cancel their memberships. Yeah, scam queen over here. Scam queen. That's what she is. Next.
Word. Rhonda, member for the 13 month. Hello, Chantal. Happy looks so good on you. Thank you, Rhonda. Ready, set, Reeves. 13 months. Oh my gosh, you guys. Want to see me spam. Hey, Atomic. Really? Hey, Tiffany. Unbelievable. Like, what do you mean? A GoFundMe? Aren't those for like really serious, like to raise money for people who actually need it? Tracy, not just because you don't want to get a job.
You don't want to get a job.
Okay, and this says pistachios.
You say YouTube is your job, but you're not working very hard. And honestly, you don't deserve the money you get on YouTube, and that's just my opinion. And worse, you don't appreciate the money that you get from people on YouTube. You don't appreciate the money. You don't appreciate the people who give you the money. Yeah, I said it.
And it has like it's kind of like I don't want to say wet, but it is, and it's like soft, and there's definitely rose water in it. There might even be little roses. I don't know. Anyway, Cheers. It's really delicious. So good. Did I eat this on camera before? No.
But she doesn't like sweets, y'all. Remember that.
I always get in trouble when I talk too much here.
Yeah, you do. But that's what we like about you. If somebody leaves you alone in a room for a minute with some food, you run your mouth and you tell on yourself. That's what we love about you, Chantal. You lie, but you also tell on yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying not to talk about these irrelevant people. It just makes me mad. Like, I just want to like have people in my space or in my brain to just like, it's not like I think about people all day. It's just like when I see something, I react quickly because I'm impulsive, and then I just kind of forget about it. Cute food. Thank you. Looks interesting. Is it sweet? It is sweet. Yeah, it's a dessert.
But she doesn't have a sweet tooth. Remember that.
It's an acquired taste. I find getting used to the hint of rose water and everything, like in desserts here. Middle Eastern desserts use a lot of rose water, but once you get used to it, you can't live without it. Like you crave it. Oh, it's acquired because it's so different for like our palates in North America. I find
You know, Chantal's problem is that she craves everything. See, when you hear someone who's got an eating problem, when they use the word crave, that's a dangerous word. Because when you say, I'm craving something, it's almost like you're giving yourself an excuse to eat something that you really shouldn't be eating. Oh, I was craving it. I was craving it. You know, you're using the word crave as kind of an excuse or a reason to do something or say something that you really shouldn't do. You really should take that word out of your vocabulary and stop that way of thinking.
were you able to get along good with the other women in camping? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I had a really good time.
By the way, yeah, let's talk about that camping trip for a moment, Chantal. Let's touch on it briefly. So you were there with Sala, yes, and supposedly there were other people that were there, other wives. That could have been your moment to talk to other women from that culture and learn from them, and you did not. You could have socialized with them, and you did not. What did you do? You made an excuse of why you could not help them with the cleaning. You're saying, I had a migraine. But, ma'am, listen, if you have a migraine, you will not want to get on your phone with the bright lights in your face and talk to people. I have never had a migraine. I have heard from others how awful they are, how you can get seriously ill or sometimes go to the hospital with them because they're so bad. I salute those people that have been through it because it must be an incredible amount of pain. But I have had really, really bad headaches that put me in bed in the dark, praying for my head to stop pounding. So just having a really bad headache, you don't want those bright lights in your face. You were complaining of having a migraine, yet you were sitting there talking to your camera with the bright lights in your face. So come clean. You didn't have a migraine. You were just being lazy and you didn't want to help clean. And you were mad at Sala because he left you alone and didn't want to spend time with you at that moment.
I just have to watch how I say things. I wasn't happy with the way I said certain things to make it seem like, we were slaving away when that wasn't the case. um, so that's why I changed that. You were flab. I haven't heard the word flabbergasted in so long. The restaurant. Which one? Oh, really, really? Phyllis, Auntie Phyllis, hi. I haven't checked my messages yet. We just got home not long ago, so um, certain people deserve the verbal trashing you give them. I mean, I'm not sorry to them.
I'm curious. Are you guys curious? Because I've been noticing Aunt Phyllis has been in her chat a lot lately. What's up with that? Why all of a sudden is Aunt Phyllis just showing up in her chat? What's going on there? Does Aunt Phyllis know something? Why is she so involved with Chantal in her chat all of a sudden? I really would like to know. I just find it weird that all of a sudden Aunt Phyllis is all in the chat, all in Chantal's business.
For things I say, because yeah, I am defending myself. I'm sorry to myself when I act that way, because like I said, I'm trying to, in my personal life, better myself, and every time I sink down to their level, it just
Ma'am, ma'am, you're trying to better yourself. At the same time, you're sitting on camera eating a whole kilo of desserts. Explain to me how you're bettering yourself by doing that. If you've got a husband, a paid for actor husband, over there talking about he wants you to lose 200 pounds, yet he brings you a kilo of sweets, which is insane. But if you're a food addict, how are you bettering yourself sitting there binging on sweets? Answer, you're not bettering yourself. You're not.
just brings me down, and I don't like that. Like, I hate that feeling. I'm focusing on my life. That's the difference. Everyone else is focusing on my life. That's the difference. So, yeah, it's overwhelming sometimes. People poking and prodding, and just threatening, and it's a lot. I don't know how else to say. Maybe I don't know. I guess only if you're in my shoes could you really understand. Pete's is thriving without you there. You know what, Brooke? Yeah, he is, because he's forced to do things for himself now, which is good for everybody. Me too. I'm living a completely different existence here, but it's like helping my growth.
Girl, not to be rude, but the way you should be growing, you're not growing. And the way you shouldn't be growing, you are. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're gaining more weight over there, and you really need to slow it down because you're at 500 pounds or more right now. And the Chantal that we're seeing right now on this live stream is not the picture of Chantal that I saw out in the desert without the filters. Okay. Those filters are working all kinds of magic on you. And you're getting to the point now where you're gaining so much weight that those filters are having a hard time disguising it all. Slow it down. Slow it all the way down. You're not growing up, you're growing out, meaning you're gaining more weight. And if you care about your health, you need to slow it down with that.
Sala's helping my growth. Me being away from home where Pete and I would enable
Sala is helping your growth, bringing you home a kilo of dessert with cheese in it. Yeah, he's helping your growth, all right.
each other with laziness, helping his growth. So yeah, you're right, Brooke. Very observant of you. How can I change my screen name to Auntie Phyllis? Oh, you should be able to. I'll explain later. You should be able to just do it on your YouTube or maybe in your Google account. You need to change it to Auntie Phyllis. Yeah. Do you think Islam helps you be less impulsive? Um, it definitely teaches you things. So yeah, I definitely.
No, don't do that. You can't say that being over there is teaching you anything. What's going on is that you are just being held back from some of your addictions. You can't drink alcohol, you can't do drugs. Sala's watching your food. Because of those things, you cannot indulge the way you want to. But if you came back to Canada and you had some control, I would applaud you for that because the temptations are everywhere and you're staying away from them. But being in Kuwait, you got to behave yourself. Plus, you got Salah keeping an eye on what you're eating, I guess. But I can't figure the dude out. One minute he's talking about he wants you to lose weight, the next minute he's bringing you a whole kilo of sweets. What? Make up your mind, Salah.
Definitely feel bad like whenever I like revert back to how I would act, you know? Um, yeah, I feel like I'm doing myself a disservice for sure. Orange blossom water and baked desserts. Yeah, orange blossom. Maybe there's a bit of that too. I don't know. But I think I had enough. I had a couple. I had a lot to eat today, and I love salt. I like pickles and olives and cheese. And oh, I have to show you that cheese, by the way. Hold on, hold on.
Look at her face, like when she talks about cheese. Oh, I gotta show you that cheese. Why are you getting so excited over cheese? It's just cheese. Like all of her happiness and all of her joy is wrapped up in food. And see, that's as a former binge eater, I can just tell you when you've got emotional anchors attached to food, that is bad. You cannot look at food as a source of happiness, as all of your happiness. You've got to take those anchors off. You've got to find other things in life that make you happy that are not food. And for Chantal, if she ever wants to get in recovery, that's going to be a huge task because her whole life, her whole happiness revolves around food. So it's going to be a task to find something or a group of things that give her as much happiness as food. So she's focused on those things versus food. That would be a huge task involved for her. And it's one that she's not interested in. So if she's not interested, she's never going to be in recovery.
Hi. Ah, look who's here. Sa- Sala. My cheeks get red, even though he's like, uh, I'm sorry. I feel like a schoolgirl with a crush or something. I don't know.
Well, that's kind of how you're acting with Sala. I, Chantal, you know what I think has been going on? You went to Kuwait to make Nader jealous and also to live out some sort of fantasy role play of sorts with Sala. And Sala, he's just playing his part for whatever reason. There's some kind of compensation in it for him. And I'm sure you're not going to be able to leave until he gets properly paid or compensated as promised. But you're living out some sort of fantasy. And the way you've been behaving in Kuwait, it's pretty apparent that you went there with all kinds of high hopes. And since you've been in Kuwait, you've learned that the fantasy is definitely not the reality. You are so not happy there. And it doesn't matter what fake voice you put on. It doesn't matter how many times you do the rat face. You're not happy. You're miserable. You want to come home. You want to come home. You don't like being restricted. You don't like people telling you no, you can't have things. You don't like not having your car. You don't like having no control of your mouth. You want to let go. You desperately want to let go. And the only thing keeping your butt in Kuwait is because you are attached to Salah. You want to come home, but yet you don't want to leave Salah behind because you are such an insecure, jealous woman that the moment you got on that plane, you would be wondering, what's he doing? Who's he talking to? What's going on? You know, you'd be blowing up his phone every day. And it would eat you up inside to know that you can't just do what you did with Nader and hop in your car and ride over to his house whenever you want it. So to make yourself feel secure, you're not leaving Kuwait. You're going to stay there as long as you can.
It's such a cool feeling, like the person you have a super crush on love you back.
I love you back though.
She never checks messages. I do, I try. Okay, let me get the cheese.
We don't care about this.
Good cutie. Keep focused and try hard not to be impulsive. Yeah, you know me better than anyone, right, Bae? Like, I've always been impulsive and stubborn. Okay.
Excuse me. Imagine, if you will, being the husband of a newly married wife, and you have that kind of wife that they're so lacking in control and maturity that you got to spend all of your time looking over their shoulder, watching over them, being concerned about them saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing that could get you both in trouble. Having that kind of wife that you got to worry about them shooting off their mouth or stuffing their mouth full of something. What a happy married life that sounds like, doesn't it? Instead of being happy with your wife because she's secure and you trust her and you love her and you know she can handle herself, you got just the opposite. You got a wife that you got to stay on top of because they're like a child. You got to treat them like a child. It's a constant supervision. Sad.
I want to show you the cheat. I have to show you this stuff. Hold on.
So she's going to go get the cheese and she has to mute. That makes no sense. Why do you have to mute for cheese? Weird. Okay, let's get past that part.
That's all. Like, honestly, I know you guys don't really see anything, but it takes a long time to heal from it. And I still bring him up sometimes. Triggers happen for like, yeah, Mimi. Like, yeah, I guess I just got triggered and I don't want to be drugged back down. So I'll show you what Sala bought me today. Um, Sugar Bear hair vitamins. I know these are popular in like North America, but
You know what? I don't believe Sala bought her anything. I mean, she has said the dude's not working. Sala has said he's not going back to work for another, what, 1 or 2 months? So where is he getting the money to buy Chantal anything? I think she's paying for everything. She has to be because she's got the money. Where's his money?
are these the ones that you get on Instagram? Anyway, I'm trying to regrow my hair. So I actually um, found some topic. Like, I think, like, um, he has a friend who has, like, sells some stuff. So I'm going to get some topic. And I have some hair dye. And my hair's, like, maybe this long right now. And I'm going to try these for, like, the pharmacist said to try them for, like, a solid, like, month straight. And then to try it again, like, maybe 2 months. I don't get enough vitamins, you know? Yeah, I can get hair fibers atomic. That's why I said I can get topic. When I saw that, I was like, what? What do I say seen? I'm not Oh, and this, because I needed a face wash, but I'm gonna try this instead of the Lush. Like Lush is in the Avenues Mall, and we have to do a video on the Avenues, but do you know how big the Avenues Mall is? It's like the biggest mall in the Gulf countries. That's so
Yeah, but you said you've been walking a lot, right? So if you've been walking a lot, that means you're used to being on your feet more. So what's wrong with a big mall? Unless you've been lying to us, Chantal, and you've not been walking that much. Big mall should be no problem if you're walking a lot.
great your hair's growing. Thanks, babe. It's not growing great. Did you say broccoli? um, Assortment of hijabs. Loving the champ. Hey, goodbye. Your name is. At the camping, morning was a little bit hot weather, but at night, oh, yeah. Like all day. And because like we were moving and doing things in and out of the kitchen and stuff, and just, you know, I was playing soccer with him at one point,
You were not. You were not playing soccer. Stop it.
and it was just hot always. But
Chantal, I know you weren't playing soccer because you're in the abaya. And the abaya that you are wearing, it's much too long. You basically trip over it. How could you play soccer in an abaya that's much too long for you? You could go get it hemmed, but you're not going to do that. So if you're wearing a long abaya and it's all over your feet, how can you play soccer?
at night it was cold. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, this is the face wash I'm using. Face and eyes rinse off since normal. Babe's like, no, 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 right? Like they go down, but then when they go back up, they go like they you know what I mean? Cruel to ride camels.
Oh, I just heard Salah cough, so he is there, keeping an eye on her.
Really?
See, he don't trust her. He's not going to be out of the house where he and trust her to do a live stream on her own. He's got to be there. He's got to be right there.
No, it's not. People, I don't know. Some people think it's cruel to ride. I think it's like it depends on how the animals are treated. If they're just
No, 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 no. We're Chantal. This is not me fat shaming you. You are much too big to get on a camel, and that's facts. The weight limit for a camel is about 300 pounds. I've done some reading. I want to make sure that I got it right. A camel can carry half its body weight. So the max weight for a camel is around 200 to 300 pounds, I guess, depending on how big the camel is. You're in the 500-pound range. And normally when you have more than one passenger on a camel, that means the weight is evenly distributed. Can you imagine what it would be like to be an animal and have 500 solid pounds packed on your back? That's going to hurt its back. It's going to hurt its spine. It's going to be screaming in pain. No, ma'am, you're too big to ride a camel. You don't need to be getting on a pack animal, whether it's a horse or a camel. You're just too big. You're just too big, ma'am. You would hurt. It would be animal abuse. You'd be hurting the animal. That's not me fat shaming you. That's just facts. You know, at your weight, you would hurt an animal's back. Unless it say it was an elephant, then maybe you can get away with it.
taking people on rides all day long. But in the desert, the camels, they use them like they're like really useful. They carry stuff and everything, you know? But I love camels. Okay, so I have bread, and this is called makdous. So I actually, you guys are gonna laugh, but McChubby McDouce. Remember, I used to say that about McChubby? This is a food called McDouce, so it's my favorite. Camels are so cute. We have our own opinion. Yeah, you're really against like any. I
You know, she's lucky the camels didn't spit on her. Camels do spit on people.
know. So it's basically like, um, hi. It's basically a little eggplant stuffed with pepper, fake sugar. Ew. I'd rather have diabetes. No, that's not nice to say, but than drink fake sugar. Yuck. Okay. I mean, sometimes I crave Diet Coke though. See in the inside here?
No, you don't. Because you went out to see the movie with Sala and you were complaining about the Diet Coke. You're like, I've had more Diet Coke enough for a while. You hate the Diet Coke. You want the real thing. Why are you lying?
There's like peppers
Oh, you're saying that because Sala's in the room. Okay, got it.
and stuff.
Honestly, though, I mean, I color me confused. I don't understand the thinking of Sala insisting on Chantal to drink Diet Coke when he's over there bringing her a kilogram of desserts. I don't understand the thinking. What the heck is that Diet Coke going to do against a kilogram of cheesy dessert pastry? What? What can it do? Nothing.
Mmm.
I don't want to watch her
A lot
eat.
of things.
Not interested in her eating.
So, um, I did that and I cooked. I made like a really good rice. I made
No, you did not. You did not cook. That food looked far too nice for you to cook. You know you didn't cook.
some fish, and we usually have like these on the side, like little cheeses and olives and pickles. I just set everything out. I cook at least once a day usually, unless we eat out a lot too, but
You do not cook.
it's more like, oh, do you want to,
You did, Chantal hates cooking. What is she talking about? She cooks.
a variety. I don't like to eat out every day. I don't,
Liar. You did that for over a year. What do you mean?
you know.
I hate to eat out every day, says the woman who ordered takeout 5 times a day. Really?
There's a lot of the good things you can make.
But you don't.
Can you?
Girlfriend, you had HelloFresh delivered to your house and just let it rot rather than cook the food.
Try to drive in Kuwait. Um, yeah, you need a permission for a license here, so I can't drive, and I don't want to. Like, I don't want to. I could never.
Yes, she does. If she had the option of having a car and driving and she knew her way around and Sala was not in the picture, she'd be driving all over town to all the fast food joints, guaranteed.
I don't know. The minimum speed limit here is 120, minimum, or sorry, maximum. Like on the highway, and in Canada it's like 100. I think they raised it to 110 now, but keep your chin up. Some people are so jealous of you.
Who? Who said that? Wait a minute. Who said that comment? I want to know. I'm looking in the chat for that comment. Somebody was saying that people are jealous of her. Who? Who's jealous of Chantal? Why would anybody be jealous of Chantal? I really want to ask that question. Who exactly is jealous of Chantal and why are we jealous? Because I don't see anything about her life that would cause me to be envious of her. So what? She's making money on YouTube. Big fucking deal. She is. Look at her life. She's miserable. She's so miserable and so lonely that she has to pay people to be next to her. And her life is so fraught with problems that she ran to another country to get away from them. So explain to me why I or anybody else would be jealous of this woman. Why? I don't get it.
Well, you know what? People should not be jealous of somebody else because envy is a sin. So are a lot of things, and we all sin. But
Says the person who's the walking embodiment of the seven deadlies.
envy is bad because
You are all of the seven deadlies. I forget all of them. Let's see. There's wrath, greed, gluttony, pride. Uh, I forget what else. There's like seven of them. I got to look them up. But she's all the seven deadlies. If you look up the seven deadly sins, she embodies every single last one of them. None of them left out.
be happy with your life.
Practice what you preach.
Like God gave you your life. Why would you want someone else's? Missy Moo.
It's the irony of her saying that. Chantal over there, it, Chantal, you hate yourself. You hate yourself. And you can't make up your mind about what narrative you want to go with. One minute you are talking about body positive and you love your body, etc., etc. At the same time, you show that you are obviously ashamed of yourself, trying to find ways to hide your body, you know, avoiding mirrors and using the filters and not wanting to go out in public. You're ashamed of yourself. You're not proud about who you are and what you look like. You're ashamed to the point where you put on a false image of yourself when you go on YouTube. The person that we're looking at here is not the real you. This is not what your face really looks like. This is the face made by filters. This is photoshopped, Chantal. Those eyes are not that big. You don't really have a pointy chin. Come on. If you were so body positive, why not show all of yourself for real? Okay? Why not do that?
I was just saying I don't have Instagram, so I miss talking to some people. So if you're a loyal beezer, and I know you, um, such as Missy, uh, email me your number. I can add you to WhatsApp or something. Because I like to keep in touch with certain beezers.
The ones that send her money. If somebody in your high roller, you're sending her lots of money. Of course, she wants to stay in touch with you. Of course, she does. The same way she did S Jam.
Add you to WhatsApp. My grandma used to say "What's up." It should be what it is. What's up? But they're trying to be clever with the app part. IG isn't the right platform. No, you're right, Bay. You're so right. I'm not an IG influencer.
No, you're not.
It's weird to use a name that's already in the chat. Mimi Peridot. Oh, hi, mostly silent, but wanted to say hey. Oh my gosh, Mimi Peridot, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You should cook some. I really appreciate that. And you should chat more. You should cook something and then show us Salah's reaction. Has he had poutine yet?
Honestly, Sala, I don't know if you'll ever see my react video, but dude, listen to me. Listen. You don't want Chantal cooking for you. You just don't. Dude, stick with takeout. It's safer. This woman, when she cooks, she's not sanitary. She does not wash her hands. This one does not wash her hands at all. She drip dries when she goes to the bathroom. Okay. Um, you'll get sick. I mean, she made some kind of meat pie for Pete's and he had food poisoning. Let that sink in. Don't let her cook for you unless you want to get sick.
Not shepherd's pie. There's a restaurant. I can't remember what it is. Salah, if you think about it, write it in the chat. You said they have something like that. The fries, cheese, and gravy. Um, there's a lot of like fast food places here, guys, and a lot of them are like Western influence.
Who in the absolute blue hell travels to another country and all they could think about is fast food? Like they just want to take a tour of all the fast food joints. Who does that? Only Chantal. If I were to go travel, I'd want to see monuments. I want to go see beaches. I want to really see everything. Experience the people, the culture, the energy. Not Chantal. She's just like a groupie going on a fast food tour. Being a groupie for fast food joints, the same way that a groupie would be a groupie for a band. It's insane, insane.
Like Shake Shack and stuff. So they probably have something similar. I want to try all of that. I never had Shake Shack. I never had TGI Fridays. Down under, hey.
You can get that in Canada.
What's wrong, Mimi? Oh, there's two Mimis here. What's the most popular fish there? Oh gosh. I've asked Salah that, but he only knows the Arabic name. I didn't translate it yet. Um, Honestly, I'm not sure. I'll let you know, little walk, because, like I said, I really want to just not give these people attention.
But you are. You're talking about us right now, stupid. I don't want to talk about these people, but yet I want to talk about these people. So I'm going to mention these people. Just don't mention it, you dummy. Come on, Chantal. Come on now. We know you want to talk about us. We know you watch us. Why you always lying? You always lying.
You know. Um, but other than that, yeah, I'm very happy.
No, you're not. Does that is that the face of a happy woman? Y'all listen. Honest question. Does that look like the face of a happily married woman? Does that look like the face of a woman who's on her honeymoon and she's just over the moon about everything? No.
There's still a lot of work internally I have to do with myself, but like situation wise,
If you're doing internal work, what you need to do is control what goes into your mouth because that would help the internal part. Your body is struggling with all the calories and the sugar and the salt. You want to help yourself internally? Start with what you put in your hand and what you put in your mouth.
yeah, I couldn't be better. Can you block the weird Mimi? I don't know. I'm just like usually. I trust his driving a lot, so. But you guys would probably have a heart attack in the car. There's a lot of weaving in and out, and I don't know. It's crazy here. Like sometimes there's lanes, but there's like two cars that will fit in one lane, and I can see that. Lovely part of the world. I have a friend from Pittsburgh. Oh, really? Self-love is where it's at. I'm a thick girl and marrying the man of my dreams on Friday. Let the haters hate. Oh my gosh, congratulations, wackadoodle. I know people act like even Sal is like, have they never seen a fat person before? Like they act like I'm the only big person in the world. Or like that big people can't find love. That's so ridiculous. There's so much more to a person than their body size. Like, you know. Sal, I think you're an amazing partner to Chantel. I look forward to seeing you both going forward. Yeah. I know people make a lot of speculations online, but it's all BS. Like, we just laugh at it now. But yeah, definitely. To the max. Like, when I would come home, this would be my routine. I'll get to the comments in a second. I would get home, immediately go to the half bathroom, sit down. Sam, I would hear him like wherever he is, because he's like 15 pounds. And he would go, and then go up on the wall, and I would pet him, and then BBJ would come, and yeah, I know they miss me.
No, I'm sure they don't. I'm sure they're very happy being in the house and you're not screeching and yelling and neglecting to feed them. They're probably, they seem like they're a lot happier without you there. I don't think they miss you at all.
Just stay positive. Yeah. uh, Toffa feet. Oh my gosh, those are so addictive. Sipa? You'll have to tell me what language that is. I was asleep because I was up all night with.
You know what? Foodie's getting kind of boring. So I'm going to end it here. If there's anything of note, I'll just include it in the next react. So I'd like to thank you all for spending some time with me tonight and watching this react with Chantal with my commentary. So thank you all for being here on my channel. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.